What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. So I thought for today we could do a little sit down story time video just to mix it up from the vlogs. If you guys are new to the channel, we do this sometimes where we kind of vary up the types of videos and just mix it up to make it fun. And plus I think story times are really funny. It helps you guys get to know me a little bit better, and it just sort of, I find, makes us a little closer and helps us interact a little bit better. I thought I heard my phone vibrate, never mind. Plus it gives us all a good laugh, so what's wrong with that? This story, before I start, full disclosure, make sure you guys drink responsibly, okay? Drinking alcohol can be fun, but make sure that you do it responsibly and you stay well within your limits, because things can go wrong very fast. And above all else, never ever drink and drive, and don't get in a car with someone who has been drinking. Don't try to like play it off cool and you don't want to seem like a loser. Like if someone's been drinking, don't get in the car with them. Just get in a taxi or walk or take public transportation. It's just not worth it, guys. With that being said, we will move on to the story. So this takes place quite a while ago, and I was still swimming, and our team had just finished at Olympic trials, and we had all done really well as a team. And I personally had done exceptionally well for myself because I qualified for the Canadian Junior Championships to be a part of Team Canada in Mexico, which was really awesome. And a couple of us from our team qualified for that. So we were really pumped about that because we were gonna be going down together to represent Canada. So normally when there's a national championship swim meet in Canada, there's always what's called an after party. So one of the host members, like from the host team, will organize like a big party at like a club or a bar or like a hotel reception, lobby, rentable hall kind of thing. Just for everybody to get together and just have a good time and celebrate the swim meet. We used to say at an after party, you're either partying to celebrate or you're partying to forget. Like if your swimming went really well, you would celebrate. If your swimming went really bad, you would want to forget it. So that was like our little motto with the after party. But anyways, this after party was really fun. But you can imagine, like, it's all of Canada for Olympic trials. So like every swimmer qualified is there. It's like hundreds and hundreds of people crammed into this room or bar or club. So it gets pretty squishy, but that kind of makes it fun because it's like everyone sort of squished up against each other, which saying that now sounds kind of weird, but whatever. Anyway, so this party, we started off going to someone's apartment in downtown Montreal because it just happened to be in Montreal this year. And we met at this guy's apartment beforehand because a lot of times when we go partying, we like to do what's called pre-drinking. So at bars and clubs, drinks are really expensive. So you buy something really cheap at the store and then you pre-drink it before the party, and then when you get to the bar or club, you don't have to like pay as much money to get drinks there. So we would do that quite often. So we all met, like most of our swim team, like from our team, met at this guy's apartment to like pre-drink together, pre-party, and then head off to the big after party with all the other swimmers. And we were all super excited because, like I said, we had done really well at the swim meet, and our team was really happy, so we wanted to celebrate. Eventually we ended up getting to the club, and it's crowded, like I said, but it's really fun. And it was a super awesome party. We had a blast, just tons of laughing and like having a good time. Then we all walked back to this guy's apartment, and a bunch of us just crashed there. Like I'd say probably like 12 to 15 of us crashed there because no one wanted to drive home, obviously, and to take a taxi back to where we live was expensive, and it would take a while. So it would take you a long time to get there. And we just, you know, when you're tired, you just want to go to sleep. So we probably got back and went to sleep probably around like 3 in the morning, something like that. We were partying quite late. And then the worst thing was there was a whole bunch of the people in CEGEP, which for us, CEGEP is like the in-between high school and university. It's like 2 to 3 years of sort of like university prep. And they all had class the next day, so they had to go to school at like 8:30 in the morning. So they had to drive pretty far. So they slept from probably like 3 in the morning to like 7:30, hopped in the car, drove to class at 8:30 in the morning, which really sucks because if you guys have ever been out late and then had to go somewhere early, you know it really sucks. But I was lucky enough that I didn't have school the next day, so I was able to sleep in as late as I can. And the guy whose apartment it was said like, yeah, stay, whatever you want in the morning, just leave. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna sleep in and then I'll take the metro, which for us is like our underground subway system. I'll take the metro and then I'll take a bus and I'll get home and it's all good. I don't have school, I don't have to worry, so we'll be fine. So I wake up the next morning probably at like 11:30, like 11:30, like that. Really good sleep in, felt awesome. And then I have like a big glass of water, and I think I took an apple out of the fridge because I was kind of hungry, and I was like, you know, I should get like some sugar, some energy back in my body. So I took a glass of water, an apple. I didn't take the glass of water, I drank it, but I took the apple. Then I hop outside, and the metro in Montreal, like the underground subway, there's stops like every 2-3 blocks. Like it's really good. So I just walked out of the apartment, walked down to the closest one, hopped on, paid like my $2.50 or whatever it was, hopped on the metro, went to another stop, hopped on a bus there, and then from there it was probably like a 20-30 minute bus ride to get home. And then here's where the story starts to get interesting. It's quite embarrassing, but I don't really care. Halfway through the bus ride, I realized, oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom really bad. And not the kind of bathroom I can just like go on the side of the road or like behind a building kind of bathroom, if you know what I mean. So, problem with the bus was it was super crowded, and it's a pretty busy bus, so I had to stand, and I was holding onto one of the poles the whole way, and I was standing. So I'm like sweating, I'm like cramping up, I'm trying so bad to hold it in. I have to go to the bathroom so bad though, it's crazy. I end up getting home, but from the last bus stop, it's probably like a 5 to 10 minute walk to my house. So I'm like walking and I'm like, oh my God, I have to go, like I'm not gonna make it, Finally, I make it home, and I'm like minutes away from exploding, like minutes away. I have to go to the bathroom so bad. And I guess because I was out partying the night before and I wasn't planning for the next day, I wasn't really thinking. I'm like looking through my pockets and I realized I don't have any keys to my house. I'm locked out. So I'm like panicking. I'm like, okay, what do I do? And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to like break open a door or bust open a window or something. So I start like prying at the windows. I'm trying to like pull them open. I'm trying to shake the door handles, push the doors open, like any little thing that'll like slip the locks and let me get through. I'm like trying so hard to basically break into my own house. And I'm like panicking. I'm not thinking clearly. And then all of a sudden I'm like, this is it. I'm gonna shit my pants. And I end up having to look around my yard, in my backyard, and I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna do it in the grass. I'm not gonna do it where someone can see. So I ended up going in like a back corner of the garden where it's mostly soil, but like there's plants and flowers and stuff surrounded by rocks. And I go in like the back corner behind a bird bath and I just squat down and take a shit. And it was so embarrassing to be in the middle of my backyard, in the middle of the day, because by this point it's like 1 in the afternoon. And I'm so embarrassed, but I was so like relieved after, and I was so like calm that I was like, wait a minute, why don't I just call someone and see if I can like get an extra key or like whatever. So I call my dad at work and I'm like, hey Dad, locked out of my house, like what should I do? He's like, oh, your sister doesn't have school today, why don't you just try ringing the doorbell? And I'm like, oh my God, that was such a fail. My sister has been home this entire time and I've been trying to break into the house, and I ended up taking a shit in the backyard while my sister was inside. Like, are you freaking kidding me? What the hell was I doing? So I end up ringing the doorbell. My sister answers the door. She was watching a movie in the basement. That's why she didn't hear me pulling at the windows or any of that stuff. And I just like, to this day, I'm kind of embarrassed, but at the same time, like, I'm a teensy bit proud of it because it's pretty funny and not many people can say they did that. Now, I'm pretty sure I've told my brother this story before. I don't know. But I don't know if my parents or my sisters have heard this story, so if they're watching this, like, kind of embarrassing, and I'm sorry, but it's really funny, so I don't really care that much. And people that are watching this that know me, you might have heard this already, but you might not have, so now you know. And I feel like it gets you guys a little bit closer to me. And that's the fun thing about story times, is it makes us feel like we're a little bit closer because we're sharing something personal and something maybe embarrassing, and maybe it'll make you guys sort of understand me a little bit more. I don't know. But if anything, it gives us a good laugh, so that's pretty funny. Either way, guys, if you enjoyed today's video and you enjoy this kind of video, make sure you let me know in the comment section and you give it a thumbs up so that I can know you guys enjoy these types of videos. If you're new here and you're still watching up to this point, click that little subscribe button down below so you can see more of the videos. We'll be back to a regular vlog style video tomorrow, so we'll see you guys then. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.